During the shooting, his 15-year-old younger brother, Xavier Childs, had been downstairs in a laundry room hiding. When the shooting stopped, he took off running. Raymond Childs followed Xavier and shot him twice with an AK-47.
Damn.
Once in the arm and once in the leg. He told investigators, "He tried to shoot me in the head, but missed, I guess."
Chasing your little brother down the street with a Drake is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my 23 years of living, bro. Hey, what it do, Mafia? It's your boy. AyeeMont. Look, y'all. It's March. The weather's starting to break. It's getting warm outside. If you know they shooting outside your crib, don't walk outside your crib and go to that local corner store. You don't need to go right there. Just stay inside in the comfort of your own crib. You know what I'm saying? But look, in today's video, he was sentenced to 360 years for downing all his family members, including a 9-month pregnant lady. So look, this is actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just did a squad wipe on his whole family. Look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 50K. And without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Just as I sit here 4 years ago, I'm innocent. It's not a day that goes by where I don't think about them or wish that they was here. Even on my bad days, I tell myself that they're still here.
He shot his brother once in the back of the head. Next to Elijah in bed was Elijah's girlfriend, Kiara Hawkins. The defendant shot her once through her right ear.
It's disappointing. I think the evidence in this case could fairly be characterized as overwhelming. There was cell phone evidence, he was caught with the murder weapon, and most compellingly, his own brother identified him in open court.
Dang.
I don't
So his brother survived.
too much believe justice was served, but I do hope that they do find the real people that did it.
This is
So
the
the
story
family
of
don't
Raymond
think that he
Childs
did it.
III, a 17-year-old who shot his dad and 6 other members of his family because he was upset his dad didn't let him spend time with his girlfriend. The gruesome...
So you went on and killed your whole family because your dad didn't let you spend time with your girlfriend. You need to spend some time with your family. So you went on a rant. You throwing temper tantrums, because that's what it is. You throwing a temper tantrum because you can't go spend time with a lady. Now guess what? Now you can't go spend time with the lady. So guess what that means? You gonna go to the rest of your life without some bonds. You getting all these years, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go be on boys now, buddy. You have to. You don't have no choice.
Some crime because he was up.
Look how all these people: Raymond Jr. 42, Kenzie Childs 40-something, Rita Childs 13, Elijah Childs 18, Kiara Hawkins 19, and Hawkins' unborn baby. So basically, like, these are his immediate family members, though, bro. Like, they share the same mom and dad type shit. Nah, for real.
His dad didn't let him spend time with his girlfriend. The gruesome crime shocked people living
We don't
in
get
the
on
Indianapolis
my
area when
kind
they
don't
learned
get
about
into
what
that.
the young boy had done to his whole family. This was a shocking crime because they were all close, but at the end of the day, that did not stop him from doing what he did. What really made him commit this crime? Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
Hey, if
this
you new,
story
follow.
Takes us to Indianapolis, Indiana. Often referred to as the crossroads of America, it's a vibrant city with a rich blend of history, culture, and exciting attractions. Indianapolis has a higher crime rate than the national average, with both violent and property crime rates above the national median. Specifically, the violent crime rate is 10.01 and the property crime rate is 33.81.
Like, now that I think about it, I've never in my 23 years of living heard somebody say, yeah, I'm from Indianapolis. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I've just never heard nobody say that.
Too dirty.
Oh, he a rapper.
Raymond, look. Hey, they say, damn, little Raymond so hard, why you tee up a beat, why you spazzing like that? Back then, I ain't having it to me, sometime little nigga not gather like that.
Okay.
Really the hottest in the city, ain't ready to go, but ain't bragging on that. Took us some losses, now move like some boss of the game that we gotta say back.
Boy, this shit is trash. You ain't saying a bunch of nothing that I haven't already heard already.
Raymond Childs III, age 17, was the son of Raymond Childs, age 42.
Oh, they was in Miami. Dang, he was taking his kids on trips too? That's a W dad.
In Miami, you know what I'm saying?
How was your day?
In Miami.
with the boys. They got a little something to do down here.
Hey,
Miami.
you wasn't really outside if you ain't have this Odell Beckham style mohawk back then, bro. You just wasn't outside, bro. You wasn't, bro. You wasn't.
With
You wasn't
the boys,
outside.
They got a little something to do down here, a few shows. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing.
Raymond Childs was in the music scene where he produced and made music.
Okay. Early 2000s vibe. I like this.
He
Damn.
decided to bring his kids into the business. His kids were Elijah Childs, 18, Rita Childs, 13, along with Raymond Childs III, 17, were
Okay.
a perfect group.
Tiamo.
I thought I knew you. Hold on, wait. Who you?
Dang.
Yeah, we finna get that.
Yeah, y'all never been through this right here.
Get with it.
Like, y'all never had to wear white shorts, bro.
Okay. Turn it up. Hit it. Okay.
Okay. Slide to the left. Phew. Slide to the right. Phew. Crisscross. Doom, crisscross. This that wedding music. Rapping was not, it wasn't it for them though, y'all. I'm just being real, bro. Oh, actually, it's solid. Okay. He got like can sing a little bit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy EI. Alright, Swag. I'm Baby X. And together we are New Street, but you already know this. Hey, look, we need y'all help with something. We just got nominated for 4 awards down in New York.
Okay.
But we need y'all help. We need y'all help voting for us, you feel me? You can vote once a day, every day. Baby X, read off the numbers.
Elijah was also a rapper who dropped rap songs.
Look, all the bullshit, listen. I got a lot of guns, I ain't scared of y'all. We don't do OGs, clear no beef, let a body fall. I got a lot of shots, enough for all of y'all. If I spin, I'ma watch the news, keep track on all of y'all. I'ma get that, yeah.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
Yeah, you took that bun, they ain't had.
My guy, you don't gotta shoot me, bro. I don't want no problems with you, bro. I don't. You get what I'm saying? I don't.
And now I got it. Like I told you, when I see you, it's gonna be violence. I'ma do it right, get the drum and just kill all this.
Elijah had a girlfriend named Kiara Hawkins, age 19, who was part of the family too. She had just gotten pregnant and they were all happy about it. Raymond and his new wife did the best for the kids, including Elijah's girlfriend too. Their father was always there for them. He made sure he did all he could to make his kids.
He killed his unborn child and his baby moms?
Productive. On January 24, 2021, Raymond and his wife Kezzy Childs were not happy about how Raymond III had left the home to go sleep in his girlfriend's home, so they ordered him to get back home as soon as possible. After the call, Raymond III and his girlfriend called an Uber and went back to his house on Adams Street.
Okay.
Raymond eventually kicked Raymond III out of the house. After he left, Raymond and his wife, Kezzy, were in the house along with Elijah and his pregnant girlfriend, Kiara Hawkins.
Okay, so this is another brother. So Elijah and Raymond are two separate brothers. Okay, so Elijah's girlfriend is pregnant. And Raymond just was trying to be out in with his girlfriend. Okay, I'm understanding it now.
30 minutes later, neighbors called the police to report a shooting.
Damn!
Raymond's third younger brother was able to escape the house when all occupants of the house were all killed. When police got to the house, they realized that 6 people had been gunned down. Raymond Lee Childs Jr., the father of Raymond Childs III, Kezzy Shaunelia Childs,
stepmom,
age 42, who was his wife, Elijah Darrell Childs, age 18,
his
who was
brother,
his father, Rita Childs, age 13, who was his sister, Kiara Hawkins,
and Elijah's
19,
girlfriend,
who was the pregnant girlfriend of Elijah. and Cow's Childs. When police interviewed the only
Come
survivor
on,
of the
man.
family, they were shocked when he said the shooter was Raymond Childs III. The surviving brother was downstairs with his parents when he heard 2 or 3 gunshots from upstairs. He then heard his sister yell, "He shot Elijah." Raymond then went downstairs and shot his parents. The
So how did he
surviving
get out?
brother, who was in the laundry room on the floor, said he heard a gunshot and then his dad saying, "I'm sorry, Raymond, I love you." The surviving brother
Damn,
said,
that's so sad, bro. Like, imagine being a father and imagine raising a kid all your life, bro. Like, you've been in this kid's life since he was, you know what I'm saying, a baby, and he pulls the trigger on you. You ain't do nothing but be right by this youngin', treat him right, bring him up right, and he got that gun in your face, and you just say, "I love you, son." And that's it. That's like, what more can you say, man? What more can you really say, bro? That shit gonna haunt. Like, imagine Raymond III hearing that. Like, he's standing over his father, and his father said, "I love you, son." That's gonna haunt him for the rest of his life. The rest of his life.
he fled the house once the shooting stopped. He said as Raymond chased him, he told him, "I can give you $40, please don't kill me." The surviving brother said Raymond just looked at me and then he shot me on the leg.
Ooh.
I fell. He shot me in my arm. And then he tried to shoot me in my head but missed, I guess. Raymond simply got upset because his father didn't want him to spend time with his girlfriend and he lost his mind thereby shooting the whole family.
Hey,
he
we
did
don't
deny it, but they got the gun he used and had other evidences against him.
Where the fuck he get that Draco from? Where'd you get that Draco from? Where did you get the Draco from? From you getting in the Uber to coming back to your pop's house, to getting kicked out your pop's house, to coming back 30 minutes later, gunning down everybody. Where did you get that Draco from?
He was arrested in a relative's home without incident. He was charged with multiple counts of murder of his own family members.
A 17-year-old is now formally charged with murder in the deaths of 6 family members.
Prosecutors have also released chilling
throwing a
details
temper
of what
tantrum.
they believe Raymond Childs III did inside that Adams Street home.
You throwing a temper tantrum because your daddy said you couldn't get back from over that girl's house, bro. You can't blame him. When one of his sons already got a girl pregnant, he ain't trying to have both of y'all running around here with pregnant girlfriends and y'all not even 18 yet. Like, I'm pretty sure if your father told you to come back over here, it was for a good cause, bro. But no. You want to be a baby kid. That's not even a baby kid, bro. You want to be a lunatic. And down your whole family. I can't with you YNs, bro.
AyeeMont's Richard Essex has our story.
The details of the probable cause are not for the faint at heart. Raymond Childs III used 2 guns, a 9mm handgun and an AK-47 style rifle to kill most of his family. Here's the picture of 17-year-old Raymond Childs III taken at the Marion County Jail this morning. He's accused of shooting and killing most of his family Sunday morning at their house on Adams Street. Childs has been charged with 6 counts of murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and 1 count of carrying a handgun without a permit.
License.
The shooting started after he left the house without permission.
Yeah, I think the argument initially started over a conversation about somebody going out or being outside the residence and spending, kind of
like, bro,
out of the house.
you're 17, bro.
What initiated
if you live in your parents' house, you gotta follow their rules, bro. I'm sorry.
Inside the home.
I'm sorry, bro. That's just how it works. That's how life works.
According to court records, Childs had been at his girlfriend's house when his father called and told him to get home. When he got back to the house on Adams Street, his father told him he'd be in trouble later. Seconds later, gunshots were fired. Shot Kiera Hawkins and Elijah Childs in the head with a 9mm handgun. Kiera Hawkins was pregnant. The baby was deceased when it was delivered by cesarean section at the hospital. He then shot 13-year-old Rita Childs in the chest with an AK-47 type rifle.
So he had a whole loadout. He was swapping loadouts.
AK-47 near the body of his father and stepmother. They were shot several times in the torso.
Ooh.
During the shooting, his 15-year-old younger brother, Xavier Childs, had been downstairs in a laundry room hiding. When the shooting stopped, he took off running. Raymond Childs followed Xavier and shot him twice with an AK-47.
Damn.
Once in the arm and once in the leg. He told investigators, "He tried to shoot me in the head, but missed, I guess." Xavier
probably
Childs
jammed.
was found on the front porch of a home a couple blocks away. He was rushed to Riley Hospital in critical condition, but was able to tell police who shot him before being taken into surgery. Raymond Childs III did go back to the house on Adams Street to gather up some clothes, and then he took his father's car and went back to his girlfriend's house. He did return to the house on Adams Street Sunday afternoon.
So let me get this straight. Your father told you snuck out the house to go to your girlfriend's house. Your father told you bring your ass back because I didn't give you permission to go to your girlfriend's house. You come to the house, he kick you out the house. You come back 30 minutes later, kill your whole family in GTA. Then, after you do that, you take your father's car just to go back to the girlfriend's house. You was that pussy whipped, my nigga? Like, are you freaking serious right now, bro? Like, are you, like, chat, am I tripping right now? If I comprehending that right up here in the brain? Cause it ain't no way he did that. It ain't no way he did that.
He was later found at a relative's house and arrested.
That's what I'm saying, though, y'all.
He's 17 years of age, and because he is 17 years of age, we are not permitted under Indiana law to seek the death penalty.
Nigga, try him as an adult, nigga.
Death penalty due to the accused's age.
Raymond Childs did appear virtually in front of a judge today. He answered all the judge's questions respectfully, but kept his head down for most of the hearing. The judge did set a tentative trial date for April.
Just hard to believe. Richard, thank you. We have the statement from IMPD Chief Randall Taylor. Today's charging announcement is welcome news as our community continues to grapple with this shocking crime.
Would have cooked
but our
you.
focus should remain on remembering the lives of those taken from us too
facts.
soon.
Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life
everything we can to rally around the
during this
surviving
video.
victim as he must come to terms with unimaginable loss. My prayers are with him in his continued recovery and with all those who lost a family member, a loved one, a friend, or a neighbor.
Family members, immediate family members. CBS 4's Russ McQuaid was at the murder scene that day, and he spent today in court as opening statements were heard in the trial of the accused killer.
That January morning, I remember the crowd outside of that house on Adams Street continually asking, where's Raymond III? They were talking about Raymond Ronald Lee Charles III, who was arrested later that day for the murders of 6 people inside that house, including 4 members of his family and a pregnant woman and her unborn child. Raymond Childs III is an adult now, but he was just 17 years old on January 24th, 2021.
Man, I don't want to hear that. If you can go out and take out 6 people, I don't care what age you is, bro. Give him the maximum punishment there is known to mankind. Man, he's a pit bull. Put his ass down.
The early morning hours, police say angry over an argument with his father, Childs allegedly shot to death everybody in his house, but missed one, his 15-year-old brother Xavier, who made his way wounded to a neighbor's porch and survived to tell investigators he was there when his older brother opened fire.
He hid in the nearby laundry room and listened as there was a brief struggle.
So would they have ever found out
if his brother,
if his brother didn't
he
survive?
Heard his father's last words. I love you, Raymond.
But I want you to pay particular attention to what Xavier said right after the shootings, which was that he wasn't sure his brother was a perpetrator, and he couldn't say for sure he saw his brother with a gun. He also used the word they to reference the shooters.
The case was tried, but unfortunately it was
Look at his
declared a
haircut.
mistrial. The
What?
mistrial was declared after a
Mistrial?
witness verbally confronted the defendant in front of the jury.
Out of the opening statements in court today for the Indianapolis man who's accused of shooting
Mistrial?
and killing nearly all his family. Raymond Childs III tonight is accused
hold
of killing
on.
his parents, his 13-year-old sister, 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old pregnant girlfriend. Our Logan Gay joins us in the newsroom tonight with what we heard in court today. Logan?
Scott Childs was tried for the murder earlier this year, but the judge declared a mistrial over something that was said during witness testimony. Now attorneys are back in court again, combing through the details from that
Dang, he
early
had a
morning
mistrial.
back in
What led to the
2021.
mistrial?
Raymond Childs III sat in court once again, listening to the prosecutor and his defense attorney lay out the gruesome details of his family's murder. It happened in the early morning hours back in January 2021. The prosecution says the shooting started upstairs.
He shot his brother once in the back of the head as he was watching television.
Dang.
Next to Elijah in bed was Elijah's girlfriend, Kiara Hawkins. The defendant shot her once through her right ear.
Kiara was 9 months pregnant at the time. The prosecution says Charles' 13-year-old sister died next.
He shot her once in the chest,
Like,
left her for...
I don't even understand how you can look your sister, like your little sister, in her eye, bro. Like, forget everybody in the crib, bro. Your little sister, though, bro. You gonna look her in her eye, bro, and realize do that to her, bro. Like, I just can't.
Her dead on the floor of her bedroom.
Then the prosecution says Charles III went to the basement where his parents were and allegedly killed them too.
I love you, Raymond, were the last words of Raymond Childs II.
And the prosecution says Charles didn't know it, but his younger brother was also in the basement at the time of the shooting.
He watched as his brother went into the basement. He heard the brief struggle. He heard his father's last words. And he heard the gunshots.
The prosecution team says the younger brother escaped the house but was allegedly chased down the street and shot. Officers say they talked to the younger brother before he went into surgery and asked him who fired the shot. Investigators say the teenager told them,
My brother, Raymond Ronald Lee Childs III.
But Charles III
And you just don't lie about
says he was
that.
not at the house that night. They say he was at his girlfriend's house after being kicked out by his dad. And they say 2 guns were used, suggesting 2 shooters. They allege Charles III is in court because of a misguided investigation and misidentification.
First, when he talked to the officers,
What y'all think,
he said
chat?
he couldn't be sure who the perpetrator was. He
Nah,
also
for real
used the
though.
word they.
Somebody in the chat said walking down little bro is crazy. Chasing your little brother down the street with a Drake is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my 23 years of living, bro. Like, you not chasing a op down. Like all them catching a hat songs that you was rapping about, and you was catching hats and hurting your immediate family members.
When referencing the shooters, and he couldn't be sure that he saw his brother with a gun that night. Both weapons were used upstairs.
How do people represent these type
and
of people?
both weapons were used downstairs.
That's why I say money to root to all evil, bro.
You'll also see no physical evidence tying Raymond Childs III to those weapons. No fingerprints, no DNA.
He was convicted for the murder of his own father and Kezzy, who was his
360
stepmother, along with
years.
his siblings and an unborn child. He received a 360-year prison sentence on March 11th.
I would say see you in the next lifetime, buddy. But we gonna see you in about 6 lifetimes, 360 years. I ain't gonna lie, he got more time than everybody. Me, you, and all 14 people watching this combined together. Lifespans. Like, if it's 14 of us and our lifespans all 80, he probably got more time than all of us combined. You can add up all our ages, and he still got more time than how old we is. They cooked him.
Murderer. I'm not no bad person.
Your hairline says it all, buddy.
Tonight, Raymond Childs III is maintaining his innocence.
But still, he is going to prison for 360 years.
Is he going to the
for
feds?
Murdering 6 of his family members. These are deadly shootings that happened more than 4 years ago inside the family home that's located here in Indianapolis, out on the east side.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you felt about this video, and join the Discord. I'm going to put it in the description and pin it to the comment section. We're on the road to 50K, and we out.